G'day everyone, welcome to Inside the Kennel, edition number 3, and today we welcome our women's team captain Shelby Smith. Hello Shelby.
Hey Greg, how are you?
Good, thank you. Now just a bit of quick Q&A for Shelby. Those of us who have been lucky enough to see her play this season and the previous seasons will be excited about hearing a little bit more about Shelby and where she came from and how she sees women's footy in general across the board. So we'll hop straight into it. Shelby, firstly, more for me than anyone else, how did you find your way to Central Districts Football Club and where was that from?
So I was playing at Eastern Park at the time, and I got a phone call from Ribbo, last year's coach, and he just said that he had watched me play a game and asked if I wanted to come out and play. Okay,
so you were scouting?
Yeah, I was scouting, yeah.
The good old days, eh? The coach goes out and finds a player. Young players wouldn't know anything about that these days, so that's great. Now I hear on the grapevine that you were an exceptional netballer. Is that true? And it was a decision to come and play football, or do you still play netball?
I tried to do both, but then I had to give up one because the body couldn't handle both. But yeah, I like playing netball. I miss it, but yeah, then I thought I'll give footy a crack now. I've done all I can in netball. Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, Shelby is the daughter of former Central District's best and fairest player, Greg Smith. A wonderful player that we used to watch every Sunday when he used to run around for the Sydney Swans. Those of you who are as old as I am. And you can also see, if you knew how Greg Smith played and you watch Shelby play, you can see there's a hell of a lot of similarity. It was quite stunning the first time I saw you play. Shelby, you came here in the, I think the team had been going for a year.
Yeah.
Was it a big difference coming out of community footy into the Central Districts program there? It had only been going for 2 years. How did you find the change, the oval size and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was only my second year of football. And then I played here, so it was a big jump for me. My kicking and everything wasn't great, so it was very intimidating. But I learned heaps that first year. So yeah.
So that's amazing that you only played 1 year. The way that you go about playing, the way you hunt the football, it's like someone who's played a long time, played for a long time. Has that been some advice from Dad or from Mum, or is it just instinct that you see the ball and you want the ball, and particularly your tackling as a lead?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. I think it's every sport's similar, isn't it, in its own little way. So it's a bit like netball, just a bigger version. So I think, I've obviously got tips and learned heaps along the way from coaches and just took it all in.
Yeah, well, you've done that fantastically. And accolade-wise, it didn't take Shelby very long at all to win the club best and fairest, and that was done in, I think, your second year, so 2020 and 2021. So already one time more best and fairest than your celebrated father. So Greg, I'll throw that in just for you, mate. And also Shelby made the Sandfield Team of the Year in one of those years?
Yeah.
2021?
Yeah, I think so.
2021. So not bad for someone who's played the game for 5 years to win 2 best and fairest and having a sterling year this year in our first 3 games. Shelby, I wanted to touch now on this year.
Yeah.
We've come out full of beams. We've probably been a little bit disappointing early, but we're learning. I've seen us chip away, and then finally Saturday against West Adelaide, I thought we were really good. Everything came together nicely.
Yeah, I think obviously having a new coach and a new structure, just trying to get used to that. We've got some younger players coming through the club, so I think now we're starting to gel as a team, whereas probably in our trial games and first 2 games it was more individuals playing, but I think last week proved that we can string 4 quarters together and actually play as a team. Yeah,
no, I agree. And it's you've got to remember there's changes of rules, so now we have 16 players, we have a slightly different anti-density rule, and West Adelaide's oval, like Elizabeth, they're big ovals, and they do take some time to get used to. So I thought the comeback on Saturday after feeling like it may have slipped away was very exciting, and we had the president of the footy club sitting behind me with your father and a few other dignitaries. And I've never seen so much excitement from that comeback. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good game. It was really close, and I thought that they were getting away from us, but I knew that we had it in us to fight back, so it was good to get the win.
Well, it was fantastic. And Shelby, women's football in general, we're seeing obviously large growth. We've got 2 great girls teams here, and there'll probably be a third, an under 18 at some stage soon, so we'll have 3 girls, certainly following the boys in age groups. We've got the development side, so the league and reserves format now. Are you excited by the future and where it's going? Do you want to hang around in it for another 10 years and be part of it? Because in that time it's going to continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so exciting seeing girls that have played from such a long age, like Georgia McKee is a good example.
Yep.
She plays like a boy, like she literally just is so good. So it will be exciting to see those girls that come through that have always been able to play football, and the competition is just going to get so much better. So definitely want to stick around and see what it can be.
I think there's going to be, I mean, I used to say that there'll be 10 or 15 Erin Phillipses running around in AFLW teams, and there'll be probably 10 Georgia McKees running around in all the Sandfield W teams. So that's how much the future is positive for women's footy. In general, the body's holding up all right. You're ready to go this week. We've got North Adelaide.
Yeah, we got North Adelaide.
I think Saturday, which will be tough. They're coming off a loss that they would have been a bit disappointed with. What do we need to do to win this game?
Well, I think us girls here will want some redemption from our trial games. So I think if we play like we played against Westies and be first to the ball, then I think we can beat any team. So I think that's what it will be about, whoever's first to the ball, a bit of composure.
I can see it being a really contested game, probably hot early, because we're coming off a game where we were ferocious, and they're coming off a game because they lost, which they'll be disappointed with. So for anyone watching this, make sure you come down on Saturday afternoon. I think the development team plays at 2:30, and the league side plays at 4 o'clock, by memory. It'll be a great day. Of course, the men's trial game starts at 10 in the morning against South Adelaide, 6 quarters of 20 minutes each. Now, Shelby, last question. Do you have AFL aspirations?
Oh, absolutely. If the opportunity arose, I would definitely take it. But obviously, age isn't on my side. But I would definitely give it a crack if I was given the opportunity, and I know I'd give it my all. So yeah, definitely.
I think we'd all agree with that. If I was a coach at Port Adelaide in particular, or any of the clubs, I'd be knocking on Shelby's door straight away. You're an absolute gem, and thanks for playing for Central District Football Club. Much appreciated, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
No worries, thank you.